that, so it's not in your face. And then talk into the mic.
Talking into the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's up to you. So that's what you'll be hearing throughout the whole thing.
Oh.
You don't have to. Some people decide not to, but it kind of, if
better.
you're videoing it, it kind
Looks
of fits
cool.
it looks good.
Theatrics.
Yeah, exactly right. So it's up to you, however you would like to
We'll
do
give
it.
a shot.
Okay. Easy. All right. Do you have any questions before we start?
Nah, it should be
Are you
alright.
excited?
Yeah, let's try and act real energetic. And
Yeah,
stuff
no,
when I
you're
talk.
fine. You'll be fine. It's like two mates having a chat rather than an interview. Think
Yep.
of it that way.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Right, ready?
Yep.
This will be airing tomorrow, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Ready? All right. Now I feel nervous. That's all right. I don't know why. Okay. Hey, you're back with Abbey on the Goldfields 981 Triple M. Now, if you've missed it, there's some pretty big things happening in the next couple of months, especially in the month of July. Now, local boy Jaden McKenna, he is running for a cause for 5 days straight. He's running 50Ks, 5 days of 50Ks. He joins us in the studio. Jaden, how are your feet going?
Hey, Abby, the feet's good for now, but probably a bit different after the 5 days of 50Ks.
Yeah, well, let's get straight into it. Why are you putting yourself running 50 kilometers for 5 days straight? What's the why behind your running?
Yeah, so I do love a bit of a challenge, and this is something I've never done before. But I thought instead of just doing it, I thought I could go back and do it for a good cause. And got talking to some people around the community and got in touch with the Rotary Club of Boulder, and they told me about the things they do, helping out Goldfields families that are going through a tough time where they have to travel to Perth. The facilities aren't available in Kalgoorlie, and yeah, they just help bridge that gap with whether it's travel costs, accommodation, fuel, and being a local, born and bred in Kalgoorlie, thought what a better way to give back than to run for a cause.
Yeah, for sure. And I know that the Goldfields Family Assistance Fund, like they help families, they've helped a lot more families than I think listeners will know. So I think the fact that you're born and bred in Cal and you're helping something born and bred in Kalgoorlie is just magnificent, Jaden. So kudos to you, kudos to your feet. I don't know how you're doing it. Let's talk a little bit about, your training. I can imagine the training's pretty hectic, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I like all sorts of fitness, functional, and all the rest of it as well. So I think all that helps. Specific to running though, trying to get into 4 runs a week. So one will be a speed run, 2 cruisy runs, and one's like a game day run.
Wait,
so
there's different kinds of running?
To
me, there's one and I don't like it. Okay, yep, continue.
Yeah, so different types of running. So sort of once a week's the game day prep where I'd wake up, have the same meal that I'm planning to have on the day, the meditation, the stretching, all the rest of it, and then run with the fuel that I'm going to be fueling myself throughout that run, just to get the body used to it. And anything I want to try, I can try then. So then on the day, it's not going to be a shock to the system.
Oh my goodness. Well, have you felt like a difference in your body since you started training? Like, can you notice any changes or what do you reckon?
Yeah, I guess little things. I have been running a bit more now than what I would normally run. So the balls of my feet are a little bit sore, and the hips get tight and the hip flexors and all the rest of it. So listen to the body and resting and recover, then get back into it.
When did you start training?
I try to keep myself relatively fit, but specific for this, probably in the last 6 weeks.
Oh wow, so nearly 2 months worth of training so far. And the big month of the 5 days of 50Ks is July, is that correct?
That's correct. So it will start on July 20th, which is the Goldfields Pipeline event. It's a really good event, well organised, and that's going to be my day 1. And that should kick-start it off. And then after that, day 2, I'm going to do that in reverse. I got Jonty, I'm going to shout out to Jonty. He's committed himself to running 50Ks on day 2, so thank you very much, Jonty. And hopefully get a couple of other guys to join in if they do commit to it, and that'll be awesome. Yeah,
well, speaking of joining in, like, you are such a personable person, Jaden. If somebody listening right now would like to come and help you on that journey, 50Ks for one day, maybe 3, maybe 5, who knows? But what do the listeners need to do to get in touch with you, to join in with the running, or to be just your water people? Any support in any way is greatly appreciated. The more runners, the better. Volunteers and all the rest of it. The best way to get in touch would be on my Instagram. So that's at Fuel My Cup, F-U-E-L My Cup, or you can type in Jaden McKenna. There's a link to the GoFundMe page. You can also jump on the Boulder Rotary Club on Facebook, see them there.
get in touch with Abbey.
Yes, you can call me on 133353. That's the number. But no, absolutely, Jaden, come down and support. Let's talk a little bit about how each day will look. So let's start at day 1. We talked about the Goldfields Pipeline event. What are you doing for day 2, day 3, and take us through to day 5?
Yeah, so day 1, as we mentioned, that's the registered event. There's a 10K, there's a 21, a 42, and a 50. Really well organised. You get to run along the pipeline. It's a very iconic track.
Yeah.
Brings people from all over the places. It's quite a fast track. It is on the dirt, but it's quite a fast track in comparison to other places. Day 2, I'm going to be doing that in reverse.
That's
it's
right.
It's already set up, so I'll just be running in reverse and there'll be a little support team about every 10Ks to stop for fuel and nutrition and whatnot.
Yeah.
Day 3, I want to relive a bit of history of day 3. I'm really excited about this one. So the old Balzano Barrow race, for those of you who have been in Kalgoorlie for a little
Is
bit.
that the one to Broad Arrow?
It goes out to Kanowna, so it's along Yarra Road.
See, I only know the halfway stop. I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay, it goes out to KB.
Yeah, so back in the
Wow.
days, to start at the old town of Kanowna, and I'd run back in, and it started in 1993 to celebrate the centenary of, I think it was Kalgoorlie, and it was meant to be a 1-year thing, and it ended up going all the way to 2014, and there was a heap of people involved, and I'd swap out with these barrows to forgot now.
That's all right. You're all good.
It is to pay tribute to an old prospector back in the 1880s or something like that. You used to get around with his wheelbarrow, his pick, his pan, his mining pan.
I've seen these pictures on your socials actually.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was like, what is he doing? But now it makes sense.
So-
it's like old school
Yeah, old
situation.
school.
Yeah.
So he used to live out of that barrow basically and go fill it up full of gold.
Gosh,
So-
wow.
And when they used to do the race, that was part of you had to like tick so many boxes. You used to have a miner's pick, a mining pan, a swag, which is that canvas
my
in
gosh,
the second photo. So I want to try and relive that a little bit.
Can I ask, where did you find one of them?
Well, I thought it was going to be really hard, and then I reached out to Grant Holy, asking if he knew more about it, because I wanted to educate myself.
Yeah.
He's like, I've actually got a barrow on my roof.
Oh, as you do.
Yeah. So he pulled it
okay.
off, and the tyre, he's like, I'll need a tube and a tyre,
Yeah.
and I pumped it up last night, and it's held pressure after 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
A bit of history.
pretty keen to do that one there.
Yep.
Again, if anyone wants to jump in on that, as long as they can run about a K, and we'll probably cycle people out every K, and then whoever wants to run the whole thing can do that as well.
Amazing. So that was day 4, was it? That one?
That was day 3.
Day 3. What does day 4 look like?
Day 4 will be Karkula, loops of the park run or around that area. So it'll be just lots of repetitive work for me. But I think it's a really good location for anyone who wants to come down. Might be a mum with their kid in a pram, their kids, a dog, whatever. There's facilities there. They've got an awesome playground. There's a toilet. There's water there. It's a beautiful landscape out there as well. So I think it's another iconic part of Kalgoorlie that I like to show off.
For sure it is. And how are you wrapping up your 5 days of running?
Yeah, so to wrap it up, we're going to do it at the Goldfields golf course and do laps of the golf course. So it's about 8.5 kilometres. Been talking with them, they're going to map out a bit of a route.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah.
But I think that's a really good spot to finish at.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. And then
Definitely
after you can go
celebrate.
get a big, fat, juicy steak at the restaurant, which will be
Absolutely.
perfect. Maybe celebrate with a beer or 10.
Yeah.
Who knows? Oh, Jaden, that is incredible. You should be incredibly proud of yourself. Is there anybody you'd like to shout out who's been helping you through the journey so far with training?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd love to shout out to Intersport Kalgoorlie. They've helped me out with some shoes and socks. So big shout out to them.
Oh, wow.
Get down there if you haven't. They have a massive shoe range. I was a bit blown away. I hadn't been in there for a little bit. And
Were you fangirling, Jaden?
I was fangirling.
Yeah, I bet you
sure.
were. Yeah, okay.
Another shout out to Mako Mining. They've been a big sponsor and put a large donation in as well. And my partner, Caitlin, she's going to be supporting me, well, she's been supporting me the whole time and throughout the journey and the event. And there's a little surprise on day 5, which I won't say anything yet, but I highly recommend if you're going to make it down for one day, come down for day 5, because there's going to be some other entertainment in the mix of it all as well.
Ah, okay. I was thinking something else there, Jaden. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
are we thinking
Whoa.
of some jewellery or something? No, okay. That's my face. I wish the listeners could have seen my face. All right, Jaden. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Good luck to you and your legs and your feet. I hope, Intersport's obviously done you good with some good shoes there. But is there anything else you'd like to say about, this incredible journey you're about to embark on?
No, just thank you so much for everyone who's supported or shared or anything in any shape, way or form so far. It's greatly appreciated. It really does mean a lot. It warms my heart, and hoping to spread that warmth out through to the community and inspire others.
Beautiful. Jaden, thank you so much for coming in. Good luck and happy running.
Sweet. Thanks, Abbey.